If you own a business in which you have to put your products behind glass walls, locked cages and things of that nature, you need to move the hell up out of that environment immediately. You are not racist. You are not bigoted for leaving places and spaces where you do not feel that your Doritos potato chips or your Gillette razors are going to be safe from getting stolen. Simple as that. And far too many times I've heard this conversation of, it is racist of these non-black owners to move out of these environments, right? You've got a CVS that wants to move out of a predominantly black neighborhood. They're racist for wanting to leave. No, they're leaving because they can't do business with y'all. They're leaving because they're getting robbed. They're in the red. They're losing money being in that space. And I'll be damned if I be a charity case for people who are going to rob me. So that being said, I want to get into this conversation by starting us off with this news piece here. And this is something that is close to home for me, literally in the Bay Area or in California, where it was essentially legal to steal upwards to $1,000 in merchandise and you would just get a slap on the wrist. Blue states love to reward criminality. But anyway, let's get into this.
A small business owner is calling his clothing store a total loss after looters tore through and took thousands of dollars in merchandise. But the owner didn't go down without a fight.
The pain is still raw for Hok Tong Kim, a first-generation Korean-American and small business owner.
And I got to say this because I saw, the man who owns the store. There is no consideration for the fact that these are people who this is their livelihood. And it also doesn't justify stealing from big box stores. Like, you lack integrity if you're stealing. Simple as that. I don't care what excuses you make for yourself. You lack character and integrity. You are an untrustworthy person. Simple. You should have learned that lesson very early on in life. So that being said, this man right here, he's in tears because this is his business. It's his livelihood. This is how he feeds his children. Y'all wouldn't know nothing about, well, not you, but these people, they wouldn't know anything about that. They wouldn't know anything about taking care of their own from a place of morality, a place of character. He opened a business, took the risk, put the money down, is probably in some sort of debt to a bank or whoever it may be, because he is looking to create, to build. But all these people know how to do is to destroy. What do you mean, these people? I mean exactly what the hell I mean. These people. And if the shoe fits, damn it, wear it.
Still raw for Hok Tong Kim, a first-generation Korean-American and small business owner.
I couldn't sleep almost 2 days. I think I only sleep a couple hours.
His store, City Fashion in Bronzeville, was ransacked Sunday night. Thieves smashed the windows,
I lose around $350,000.
taking with them
I don't use this word often, but I mean it. I genuinely hate these people. I do. I do. Righteous indignation, you may call it. I hate these people because they're going to be the very ones who cry victim when the businesses flee. Oh, we're living in food deserts. Who wants to do business in a place where they are not safe? Their customers aren't safe. There were places in the Bay Area where you would hear frequent stories. I'm talking about as frequent as every single day. You park in front of these places, you're getting robbed. You couldn't even have people park outside for 20 minutes. Then the business owner, you have to now find different ways to deliver your business. So let's say you're a restaurant owner. You now have to do mostly deliveries because people can't even come to your restaurant because they're going to get robbed. And the government endorses it. This left wing or this blue state politics promotes and endorses, but I'm not even going to put it fully on them. I'm going to put it on the individuals, the sick individuals who care less that this man has people to feed because they're thinking about, well, I got my people to feed. Then do something productive. Do something worthwhile. You are the problem. Again, if you're robbing a Walmart, a Target, whatever it is, you're the problem. You've got a justification of, well, they can afford it. They can afford it. You're still an immoral individual. You lack character. You lack integrity. You are the problem, and you need to fix it. They don't need to fix it. They're leaving our neighborhoods. Black Lives Matter comes out there scamming their way into somebody's pocket. Black Lives Matter out there protesting. Oh, well, the white man and the Asian man come in our community and they take advantage of our people. And where's y'all folks making y'all own businesses for your people? Guess what? You're not, because anybody who was smart enough, a black man or black woman smart enough, would not create a business in this environment. They know who the hell they're dealing with. They move it somewhere where they know it's going to be safe and secure. They move the hell up out of those environments. 350,000. Are you kidding me? His business wiped, but you don't care. You don't care because all you see is lighter skin. The fatigue. Y'all don't want to know what's going to come with that fatigue right there. Y'all do not know. They're going to abandon y'all. There's going to be nobody left on your team. Nobody. The left, even the lefty, white, liberal, the liberalist of liberals, they're going to be gone too, because they're now latching on to the legal immigrants. They're now latching on to the alphabet community and the transformers. Y'all going to have nobody left. You're going to be by your damn self.
Thousands of dollars worth of clothes, shoes, and accessories.
I'm so unlucky. I don't have any insurance. I have only liability.
Kim painstakingly watched the devastation from the parking lot.
If you are in, any business, you need your insurance. But you're in this business, in this neighborhood, brother, you need to get the hell out. To hell with insurance.
Only leaving the store after dozens of calls from his family begging him to come home. He stood strong, wrench in hand, guarding the store for hours, pleading with looters to leave it alone.
I explained to them, please don't.
But this is protest, right? They're protesting. This is a protest. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. Excuse my French, but I'm pissed off. This is a protest? Why do y'all protests always have to lead to stealing? Why? Why does it lead to burning down of neighborhoods, burning down of buildings, and stealing? How is that protesting? Oh, we're standing up to against the white man. We're standing up against police brutality. Then you steal. You are just looking for excuses to exercise your lack of morality. That's what that is. And poverty doesn't lead to criminality. A culture that allows for criminality leads to criminality. There are poor communities around the world that do not have a saturation of theft. They do not have thieves at every wake and turn. They do not have this degenerate sort of way of living. They don't have this destructive mentality about them. They may not have much when it comes to substance, but they have a richness in character. And so they will move according to that character. When you lack it, you do stuff like this, and you can't even sympathize with the man. They don't care. Look, God, truth be told, if this was a black owner, maybe there'll be a little more of sympathy, but they wouldn't really care because it's not about black, white. It's about exercising their own lack of character. I'm telling y'all right now, that's all it is. A bunch of folks who play the victim their entire life, who use race, they use it. They don't really care. They use it in order to get the things that they want. They are sociopathic human beings. And I use that term human beings very lightly because not even the damn apes would do this to each other.
The window. This is small business. I'm the owner here.
Eventually, it wasn't safe to stay, and they broke through. Kim walks us through what's left.
They took everything.
The thieves even made it to the basement to find a brand new cash register. They smashed it. There was no money inside.
It is devastating to see senseless things like this happen to him. I think it is really important at this point that we help him so that he can have a hope back.
His community is behind him, volunteers showing up to sweep up glass and board up windows.
This is unfortunate, a tragic thing, but at the same time, because of this, people are uniting and helping each other.
But Kim feels defeated, his hard work destroyed. in a matter of minutes.
I don't want to reopen.
And sadly, you heard Mr. Kim does not have plans to reopen at this time because of the emotional toll this has all taken on him.
Sir, Mr. Kim, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't reopen there. I know it's probably going to be pricier for you, etc., but it's going to be worth it if you move to a different neighborhood. I'll just put it that way. Because people who look just like me are getting the hell away from these folks. We are. We're done with this. So, yeah, to anybody watching right now, don't have a sense of this quasi-compassion, empathy, etc. Don't. Get the hell out of those spaces immediately. If you have a business, do not open your business in these environments. Nipsey Hussle. Let's talk about Nipsey for a second. Nipsey Hussle was eliminated, deleted, unalived, right in front of his own property. I'm not talking about his home. I'm talking about a shopping center that he and his brother Black Sam had bought throughout the years. One store after another, I believe. Right in front of his own store where they sold his own merchandise, and he was killed by his own people. Now, of course, he sold gangsterism in the whole nine. So again, live by it, you die by it. But still, the principle is the exact same. He wanted to build something for the community, and the damn community took his life. He wanted to build something for the community. Why does this not happen in certain places? Because they will not tolerate that. Because that's not their culture. That's not how they move. I'm not saying they ain't white folks who aren't looting and doing this and doing that, but let's be I'm so tired of these false equivalencies. I'm so tired of it, because then we don't deal with the problem. But what about them? But they're not doing it at the same extent. They're not. And if they were today, then I would be talking about it ad nauseum today, but they're not. They're not. They're not the majority who are committing a majority of these. Asian folk, they're not. It's not them. It's not the Indian folks. It's not them. It's not the Filipinos. It's not the Ethiopians, Eritreans. It's not. It's not the Nigerians. I mean, they might be doing a different type of scamming back home at mass and at scale, but when it comes to the United States, who is responsible? And so if you're standing next to it, you're enabling it, you're too afraid to speak out about it, then you're just allowing it to happen. That means that you co-sign it. They say that I'm a white lover, I'm a white supremacist, I'm a this, I'm a that. I say, call me whatever you want to call me, but one thing you're not going to call me is complicit. Because I'm not. I'm not complicit. I'm not bought into it. I'm not bought into the lie that I'm supposed to be connected to you because I have the same level of melanin that you do. Are you kidding me? That's how you get finessed. That's how you get bamboozled. People will play you for a damn fool if that's how you're moving through life. Oh, this idiot thinks that I'm part of him because, man, I'm about to jack him. First time I ever got robbed was a person who looked just like me, and I trusted that individual because they looked like me and they played the brother boy. Oh, that's my brother. We got to stick together, brother, till it was time to rob me of $300. Where was the brother then? It's truly unfortunate, but again, to the shop owner, get the hell out. I'm going to finish this off. There's only a few seconds. Let's see if there's anything else worth salvaging.
For now, cleanup continues.
Okay. Yep. Get the hell out that neighborhood. Don't even... And they wonder why it's like, why are some of these folks so racist? Sometimes, quote unquote, racism, or I guess bigotry, prejudice, racial profiling is a symptom. I'm not saying always. There are folks out there who just, they are vile individuals and they have that genuine hatred in their heart. But racism can come as a symptom, as a byproduct. Sure, you can do the math on that one. You have had enough exposure and experiences to something from a very specific group of people, and you start to then create your own perception. It's a trauma response. So yes, it is our job to overcome those traumas and to understand that it's not all. But when it starts to look like, you know what I'm saying? I profile. Pattern recognition, call it whatever the hell you want. I profile, damn it. I profile. I look, I make an assumption, I make a judgment. Sometimes I'm wrong, but I'm right enough times to make it worth a while. And I'm not apologetic about it anymore. Nope. No, thank you. Walking the other way. No, thank you. Not in that neighborhood. I went to Nipsey's neighborhood before he got his life taken. I was maybe 18, 19 at the time. And it was real suspect in that parking lot. There was a whole lot of something. And we were dope boys. We were doing what we were doing back in those days. But this is a different kind. This ain't San Jose, the Bay Area, whatever we had, a little hustle we had going on. This is Crenshaw, Slauson. This is LA. This is, Crip territory. Where these kids, we trying to see Nipsey's store? Get the hell out of there. You don't owe these people any damn thing. Take your family, take the people that you love, and get the hell out of those environments. Wherever the hell you got to go. And I'm not saying it's, again, there's neighborhoods and places where a lot of black folk are, but they're sophisticated. They're civilized. Go to those places if you're so hell-bent on being around people that look like you. But otherwise, I don't give a damn what they look like. Last neighborhood I lived in, or at least 2 neighborhoods ago, it was majority Asian. It's mostly Asian folks that live there. I'm talking about Chinese, Japanese, etc. I was chilling over there. There were fewer white folk than there was Asian. I was chilling over there. Wasn't thinking twice about who's behind, what's going. No. I have learned. Wisdom is applied knowledge. I am moving from a place of wisdom from here forth. And I suggest he and everybody else do the same. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, if you'd like to stay around, make sure to click that little subscribe button down there. Or you can show some love by going to the description below and clicking on the button titled Buy Me a Coffee. Leave a little something there, or click on the Cash App. Leave a little something here. Till the next time, peace.
I fell in love with the sunshine. I fell in love with the light. I fell in love with the full moon. I fell in love with the night. I can see the light again. I can see the light. You can see the life in him illuminate the night. I know the time is taking. A 3-6-5, that's a full rotation. I see you looking up, you know them constellations. Constantly gazing like house of praises, you get to praising.